Namaste, welcome to our interview show. Today I am talking with Professor Huang. He is a director of Nepal Study Center, Sichuan University. Welcome to the interview, Professor Huang.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be accepted this interview.
So today we'll be talking about the state of relationship between Nepal and China. So what is your take on the state of Nepal-China relations at present when they are celebrating 70 years of the diplomatic relations?
Yes. First of all, I would like to show my great gratitude to be invited for this interview. Thank you all. And yes, this is a very special moment that we are in a 70th anniversary of the two countries have established diplomatic relations. Yes, if we look at the trajectory of the relations of the over 7 decades, yes, we can understand that before the 1955, we two countries just like two strangers because we don't have any diplomatic relations. We are all part from the tallest mountain of the Himalayas, so we can only have some small border trade through the traditional border route. But after the 1955, we established diplomatic relations. So we started the formal relationship. And yes, in 1960, we have signed the boundary agreement between two countries. That is really a good deal. And also, I think that is a very successful diplomatic moment. Yes. And when we went to the 1967, and Aligo Highway was completed with the Chinese aid. That at that time, Chinese still have a lot of challenges, but we still try our best to help Nepal to be able to construct this highway. And yes, entering into the 1990s, yes, Nepal still in its monarch period, so it is focused on the relationship with India, and China is also focused on its internal issues. And when we went into the new centuries, yes, something has great changes. Something big has happened. That in 2008, that the monarchy has ended in Nepal, and Nepal reformed in 2008. Yes, we know that Nepal has established the Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal. I remember that at that year, Pratanda was elected as the first Prime Minister of the Republic of Nepal. And as he elected as the Prime Minister, he went to China to participate in the close ceremony of the Olympic Games. And so there is some hot debate that Pratanda change the tradition that the first to be visited in India when as elected as the Prime Minister. Yes, so I think that is a very good opportunity. Yes, that's Nepal side to engage in the relationship with China. And also at that time, China is become a little bit richer and stronger gradually. So China is also willing to look outside gradually. So there are so many opportunities to communicate with each other. In the 2015 and 2017, there are also a lot of things that, that this year we signed the MOU of BRI in that October, and that is really a historic moment. And just two leaders, two countries had upgraded the two countries' relationship to a strategic partnership of friendship for development and prosperity. Yes, that is really a good, wonderful and historic moment. And yes, in 2019, there is also a very important agreement. There's the transportation agreement, yes, which was signed by two countries. And also this year, Nepal's President Banerjee paid a state visit to China. Yes, and last year, Nepal's Prime Minister Ali, paid a state visit to China. So there are so many frequent the government level communication, and also at the same, there are also a lot of exchanges at the people-to-people level. So many students are studying in China university, and also yes, there are so many activities was launched by China. This like Surrey University as an example. Yes, during last decade, China has more than 500 Nepalese students studying Sichuan University, and most of them major are international relations, medicines, and other majors. Also, we have more cooperation. China, Sichuan University have signed MOU with Tribhuvan University. We have the joint short terms of program major in international relations. And up to now, more than 100 students are trained by that program. Yes, and also we have launched some seminars or conference, just like the China and Nepal Youth Forum, which was hosted by our center in China, in Chengdu. Also, last year we have hosting the first Field dialogue in Pokhara. So at this time, we are very high level, very warm, and yes, especially in the political. Yes, we have built the mutual trust, and at the economic level area, we have the extensive and depth and also the practical cooperation, and also we have more agricultural exchange. If we have some brief introduction about the relations between China and Nepal, we can see that before the 1955, there are some problems, especially for the geography tough. It's changed. We have ambiguous goals to build more roads and even railway and over the same heights, mountains. Yes. So I think in the future we can do more. I think nowadays we have more cooperation or more good relations. I think there are some reasons, just like we always respect each other. We have a friends relationship between our countries. Yes, so Nepal think, yes, China is an equal partner that is make Nepal maybe feels good. And also, in other way, the second way that China maybe can help Nepal to develop its economy, because up to now, Nepal still, at least to develop the country, it needs more roads, maybe power plant or airports. But China can help Nepal through the investment or some other or loan to help Nepal under the BRI project or some other program.
Yeah. You rightly talked about BRI. Back in 2017, when the Memorandum of Understanding of Belt and Road Initiative was signed, when Nepal and China signed it, there was Nepal had high expectation that there would be many BRI projects in Nepal, many particularly infrastructure development, and China also had some confidence that it would be able to implement many projects in Nepal, BRI projects. But in the last 8 years had gone, but BRI project has been completed in Nepal. So, what are the factors for this slow sale?
Yes, when we talk about this problem, yes, we can think about there are some reasons. In my opinion, I think the first reason is that is the financial terms. That is how to pay in the loan or grant, the grants or loan. That is a big difference. Yes, because Nepal is a small country. Nepal is worried a lot about if it should take more loans. They cannot be repaid, returned. So that is a debt worry. Yes, they're worried. So Nepal side hopes that China can do some projects with aid, with free, or with the very soft loan, with the even zero interest. But Chinese side, Chinese company, Chinese bank said that hope the money back, or hopes to make some returns. And they think that we do some works, do some loan, do some projects need to be in a certain sustainable way. Yes, I think the second reason is that the instability of the Nepal politicals. The Nepal government always frequently changed. If a leader from one party have signed a deal, but a few months ago later, maybe a leader from the other parts will change, will review this kind of project. Yes, will change it. This is the problems. And I think the third reason is that India factors, because India have a special relationship with Nepal. Yes, very close relationship, and they share the open borders, the similar culture, religions, and also Nepal have a very dependent on India from the trade or the essential supplies. So in the Nepal side always worry about if Nepal have a close relationship with China, will not have a cooperation in the project construction, will upset India. So Nepal always be cautious when he gets some cooperation with China.
So, as a scholar, you must have conducted research, or may have studied many scholarly research on Nepal-China relations. What challenges China has faced in its dealing with Nepal?
Yes, last year when Ali visited China, Mr. Prime Minister, and he said that there is no only issues or only problems, and we have only friendship. Yes, I totally agree with him. But as a scholar, I want to share something. If we can say there are some problems or there are some challenges between our two countries, I think the trade imbalance is a little bit problems. We have a lot of the trade volumes is gradually higher in the last decade. This decade, especially after we signed the MOU. But compare with other South Asia countries, for example, India, for Bangladesh, for Pakistan, for even some other countries, the trade between China and Nepal is the volume is small. I think most reason is that the border will have only have this trade through the border. Border is the biggest trade route, but the border is also have a lot of problems. Just like last month, the flood have damaged the friendship bridge, so that is a problems. So we need to Nepal side need to construct more manufacturing industry where China and India, Nepal can cooperate together, to help to improve the Nepal's the ability of industrial or manufacturing industry. Yes, this is the reason. And because the second is that I think there are some different cultural, China, the national condition is quite different with Nepal. We have different social and political system, especially in the social system. We know that the projects will be debated at the Nepal's parliament, maybe criticized by the media, maybe protested by the civil society. So China maybe did not understand this more before. So we always have this decision before the top-down decision. I think there are some we need to change gradually. This is some reasons, some problems in the future we need to change. I think the third is that the people-to-people exchange program needed to be more, up to now, though there are so many program which was hosted or was launched by both sides, but we needed to make it easier for both people to study, to travel, to do business for both countries. So in the future, we need to do more about that.
What is Chinese perspective on Nepal's political parties?
Nepal has a lot of political parties. I think the main political parties are UML and Nepal Congress and Maoist Center. So I think we have a pragmatic attitude towards Nepal political parties, not ideological. Yes, I think China care most about our west border security or stability, and also we care more about the cooperation between China and Nepal. Also care more about the inside Nepal. There is no end to China's activities. So we don't matter who is in power or who can do more for China or helpful for China. It's better. We do not matter which party is believing in. And also nowadays we have this attitude that we have good relations with our major parties, UML, Liberal Congress, and Maoist Center, and other new political parties. Yes. So whenever who wins when an election is no problem, we have the good relations. We maintain good relations with them. Okay.
So you also talked about trade deficit between Nepal and China.
That is a phenomenon. Yes, that is true. I think there are some reasons. I think the first is that the terrain tough, geography difficult. As I said before, these two countries were supported by the tallest mountains, and also this mountain sometimes unsustainable. So to build some big project, just like the cross-border railway, we face a lot of problems. That's the engineering difficult, and also the cost were expensive, extremely expensive. And somebody said that they will spend more 10 billion US dollars to construct this kind of this railway. So I think this way we'll face a lot of challenges, just like the engineering difficult, and also just like I said before, the financial terms, how to pay, who will pay this fee of construction, and the commercial in turns also is a problem. Yes, because the cost so expensive. So when we'll get these returns is a problems. I think the second is that sort of the instability of Nepal politics. Yes, and frequently change of the leaders. So it is hard for China to make a big or long-term deal or projects with Nepal. Maybe the government maybe fall in the next months, maybe. So China always like that if that different political party can work together to form a strong and lasting government. That is a very good preconditions. Yeah, yes.
As a scholar, what suggestions would you offer to Nepal and China for consolidating their relations?
Yes, this is a good idea to build the shared future. Shared future means mutual benefits or means good collectivity between two countries. So I think in the future we need to work together to construct some big projects. I think maybe try my best to make this railway can be done in the next decade. Because we always say that Nepal is a landlocked country. We can try our best to make Nepal to be a landlinked country. That also make Nepal to be joined the world supply chain. That is a good choice, good help for Nepal. So I think this is the first. I think the second is that we need to do more people-to-people exchanges. In the history, we have more than 1,000 interactions in the history. The Faxian and Xuanzang used to be visited to Nepal for a pilgrimage. Yes, and yes. Nowadays, I think that is a kind of journey to the West to learn something from Nepal. Yes, nowadays a lot of students or some other training program was hosted by China. So some Nepalese students also or some others to China. I think this is a kind of journey to the East. I think this is a kind of mutual learning. So the civilization can be more rich, will be colorful through this kind of exchange and mutual learning. Yes. So this kind of mutual learning, mutual exchange can make two countries best understand each other.
Today we talked about relations between Nepal and China, the two neighbors. Professor Huang, who is the director of Nepal Study Center in Sichuan University provided insights on the relations, the challenges, the achievements, and the way forward. Thank you for watching, listening to this show. Thank you. Namaste.